Japanese tea ceremony. This Japanese tea ceremony, about this tea ceremony, we will have more description from Isogai-san and Kazuko Barisic-san. But let me quickly introduce you to Kazuko Barisic-san. So Kazuko-san is a Japanese professional calligrapher of Shodo and a master of Ura-Senke Shodo, the Japanese traditional tea serving ceremony, and an advisor in hospitality and robotics. She has developed her expertise in the hospitality industry through more than 20 years of experience in Japan, Croatia, UAE, and India. She has also been invited as guest speaker and lecturer by Tilak Maharashtra Vidyapit, Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University, and many other places of hospitality and tourism industry. So with this introduction, let me open the stage for Kazuko Barisic-san. Also, just one thing to add is that Kazuko Barisic-san will be accompanied by Isogai-san, and I think everyone in this Indo Japan fraternity knows Isogai-san very well. He was MD of Sharp India and an advisor to Indo Japan Business Council and many other organizations. So with this, Barisic-san and Isogai-san, please, all stage is yours. Thank you.
本日はお忙しい中、また遠方から、そしてインターネットを通じて皆様とご一緒にこの茶道のセッションを執り行うことができましたことを大変嬉しく思っております。ありがとうございます。
Thank you for joining today. We welcome you all the way from many places and joining online. It will be a great pleasure to demonstrate the very traditional tea ceremony of Japan.
特にインドの皆さん、若い方やこれからビジネスをなさる方たちにとって茶道の心得は大変有意義だと思いますので、どうか皆さんもこの茶道に興味を持っていただけるように思っております。
It will be a great opportunity for you all Indian people to learn about the Japanese traditional tea ceremony, which has the concept of manners and the doing business in a very tranquil manner and so forth. So it will be a very big benefit to all Indian, especially young people, to coming on to the society and getting to the business with Japan. We would like you to enjoy the demonstration and learn from the spirit of the Japanese hospitality. Now I would like to share the screen of one presentation while I would like to ask all the guests to come on the stage.
So I'd like to request Tauchi-san to be on the stage. Apurba-san, please be
ど
on
うぞこ
stage.
ちらの方にお越しくださいま
And
せ。
Siddharth-san, please. Sarah-san, would you like to have a close look at the ceremony? You can stand upstairs and have a close look at the ceremony.
このクッションは膝の間に入れると痛さが軽減できます。
一番手前にお願いします。
一応
足の裏にそれを挟んでください。
膝の裏に
はいはい。それで正座していただければ楽だと思います。
好きな形でどうぞ。
もし難しかったら普通に楽に座ってください。
Anyway.
Now I would like to share the screen, a brief presentation about Sado. Now is it visible? Okay, thank you.
茶道は本来、茶室で執り行うことが多くなっております。狭い小さなお部屋でこのようなスペースのところで膝を突き合わせて ホストとゲストが心を一つにして通い合うということがティーセレモニーのコンセプトでございます。
The basic concept of Sado, the tea ceremony, is being conducted in a very closed room, which is called chashitsu, where the guests and the host get together in a very close environment and interact each other. That is a very basic concept and the way of Sado as a hospitality method.
それでは、そろそろ時間にも限りがございますので、早速お手前をさせていただきます。よろしいでしょうか。
次よろしいですか。
はい。もう一つスライドがございました。失礼をいたしました。
So this is the typical tea ceremony place, which is called tea room, in a very natural environment, a very small building, like a cottage, that is called chashitsu. Inside, as you see, it's a very small space where some pictures, drawings are displayed, and a small pot of flower arrangements is also there. And in this small room, the tea will be served from the host, by the host to the guests. The typical tea species used in this ceremony is called matcha. Matcha looks like this. Matcha is a fine green tea powder made from shade-grown tea leaves. Since the 12th century, this green tea has been used in the traditional Japanese tea ceremony, Sado, meaning the way of tea. The entire leaf is delicately ground into a silky, smooth, green-colored powder. It contains naturally occurring catechin, vitamin C, potassium, iron, and fiber. This is the end of the presentation. Now we go back to the real demonstration. There are certain sequence of preparing for the tea. And there are precise actions as rituals to perform. さい。亭主がお召し上がりくださいとおっしゃったら、いただいてください。召し上がりください。The host requested to taste the sweets. Host asks about the taste of the tea, and the guest replied with, "It was good." It is a very small amount of tea served at a time. うぞお召し上がりください。軽く、軽く、時計回りに少し動かして、はい、で3回でシップしてください。はい、Normally, the guests are requested to sip the whole tea served in 3 sips. And in the last sip, you may make some noise. It is okay. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? Okay. It is all done in a very tranquil, quiet environment, but it is also allowed to speak and converse with the guest and the host. But normally, it is a very calm, quiet, and slow environment that you can enjoy. In some gatherings, also lunch or dinner is being served in between the tea ceremonies. Pleasure. The tea master, Kazuko sensei, will make the final tea serving for today, which will be dedicated to the late Mr. Shrikant Atre sensei, who has made this possible, this opportunity possible. And he was very much willing to learn Sado, the way of tea, by himself, but unfortunately it was not made possible. But we do believe that his soul is here with us today. So he's going to serve for him one bowl. We do believe in that kind of idea that even a passed away person's soul alive and with us all together. Let us play for him. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for your participation. This concludes our demonstration of this ceremony. Thank you very much. Thank you. You okay?
This brings us to the end of the demonstration of Sado. I would like to thank Barisic-san, Isogai-san for this lovely tea ceremony, which also transferred all of us to Japan, although we could not travel during COVID. So thank you so much for this. And thank you so much for Norikata-san, Siddharth-san, Apurva-san, and Sera-san for being active participants. Thank you so much.